I believe silver and gold are both excellent for completely different reasons. Gold is probably the way to go if you're looking for stability, and silver is probably the way to go if you're looking for opportunity. But who's to say you shouldn't stack both? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Happy Small Business Sunday. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. Today, I want to talk about whether we should be focusing more on silver or if we should be focusing more on gold. The differences between the two metals and why one metal might be more for you as opposed to the other one. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Use promo code THANKS for a 15% discount this weekend only. So today I want to talk about silver and gold. I want to compare the two metals ever so slightly. I want to talk about the pros and cons for silver, some of the pros and cons for gold, and why certain metals make more sense for certain people rather than the other. Now, believe it or not, this was actually inspired by a conversation that we were having during the live stream in the VIP club. We were talking about some of our recent silver and gold pickups, some of our near future silver and gold pickups, and what we want to do moving forward. And by the way, speaking of the VIP club, I'm actually doing a giveaway over there. This one is 3 times bigger than my previous giveaways. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is simply be a VIP club member before December 1st. That way, after December 1st, I can pull random names from the list of VIP club members, get in contact with them, so I can send all of the winners, all of their prizes, link in the description if you want to join. And it's not just giveaways, it's also privately held live streams, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale, and you can watch all the YouTube videos commercial free. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, you have only 1 day left to enter. Link in the description to join the VIP club. Now, moving forward, I want to talk a little bit about the silver and the gold, and I have a couple of things in front of me that I want to talk about. I want to talk about silver because silver is, after all, my precious metal of choice. I stack both metals, absolutely, but if I had to choose between the two at this specific point in time, I would probably go with the silver. So, before we get into the silver, let's talk about gold, and then I'll get into why I prefer silver over gold at the moment. So, gold, as I'm recording the video, the spot price is in between $1,700 and $1,800. Kind of pricey, kind of steep. Not a lot of people have that kind of fiat to get a whole bunch of gold, but I consider gold to be the powerhouse metal. I've always referred to it as this because, in my opinion, I think gold is the ultimate form of wealth preservation. And the reason I say this is because it's much more stable and has always done, historically speaking, always done a far better job holding its value and increasing in value, as opposed to silver, where it's much more sporadic. And depending on how you look at it, you can actually compare gold to massive corporations such as Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, McDonald's, for any of you who are affiliated with the stock market, because these are blue chip corporations. They're massive, they're very well established, and they are past the growth point, so growth is much slower, but they have dominated their sectors. Gold, I would say, is very similar to some of those massive corporations. Now, when it comes to gold, my way of stacking it is by going after fractional gold coins. I love fractional gold coins. I love the 10th ounce, the quarter ounce. I don't have any half ounce, but I will in the future. I love fractional gold coins. Now, there's a couple of different reasons why I prefer fractional gold over a full troy ounce of gold, and the number one reason why I first started stacking fractional gold was because at the time, I didn't have the cash. I didn't have the currency to get a full troy ounce of gold. I didn't have nearly $2,000 laying around. And if I did, to be honest with you, I personally wouldn't be comfortable putting $2,000 into just one specific piece of metal. I would rather get 2 half-ounce pieces of the metal, or potentially 4 quarter-ounce pieces of the metal. Now, typically, the smaller the fraction, the higher the premium. Unfortunately, that is just the way it is. So if you were to get a 10th ounce gold coin, and then you were to multiply that by 10, so you were to get a full troy ounce of gold made up of 10 different 10th ounce gold coins, the premium is going to be significantly higher once you add it all up, as opposed to just saving up the cash to get a full troy ounce of gold. Now, the reason I do it the way that I do is because I consider the slightly higher premium to be somewhat of a security expense. If you're ordering some gold online, if you're going to be ordering it off of some website, me personally, I don't know about you, I can only speak for myself, but if a $200 gold coin somehow got lost in the mail or stolen some way, somehow, that would be a whole lot less heartbreaking than something that's worth almost $2,000. So for me personally, I just prefer fractional gold. It's all personal preference. You might disagree. It doesn't matter. You don't have to agree. It's just opinions over here. But on top of that, I think fractional gold makes more sense for me because I wouldn't want to have that many dollars crammed into just one particular piece of metal. I would rather it be spread out. I would rather have multiple small transactions than fewer large transactions. And that goes for converting my dollars into the gold, or if the tables ever turned and I was forced to liquidate my gold. If I only needed maybe a couple $100, I would rather toss over a 10th ounce gold coin or a 1/4 ounce gold coin as opposed to parting ways with an entire 1 ounce gold coin and getting $2,000 in cash back when I only really needed maybe $200, $300, $400. So that's just me. It's in my opinion. It's from my perspective. You might agree with me. You might disagree with me. Doesn't matter either way. So now moving away from gold, I want to talk about silver, my precious metal of choice. As I said earlier, I referred to gold as the powerhouse metal. Well, I refer to silver as the opportunity metal. And the reason I say that is because I believe it has more room to perform over time. If you give it another couple of years, another couple of decades, I think percentage-wise, silver will outperform gold. And many times we've actually seen that happen. Unfortunately, it can do a complete mirror image. It can decrease by a much larger percentage than gold during times of economic uncertainty or financial hardships or really anything in the world going on. Take this year, for example. But I consider silver to be the opportunity metal because I think there's more room for it to grow and perform over time. Now, when I was referring to gold, I said that it's stable and has done a better job holding its value over time with that subtle rise. So when it comes to silver, it's not exactly stable. I don't think there's anyone in the world who's willing to make the argument that silver is stable because it's incredibly sporadic. The volatility, it's all over the place. It's up a large percentage and the next day it's down a large percentage. So when it comes to silver, spot price is only $22 and change right now. These last couple of months, it's been between $22 and $25. But we've seen silver make massive jumps, and we've also seen silver fall almost on its face. Now, the funny thing about silver is where it's sitting at right now, let's just say between $22 and $25, we know that it could absolutely double in value from where it is right now. And that's not speculation. That's not me saying,
No, silver could maybe go to $1 million an ounce one day.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about $50. $50 spot price. We all know, you know, and I know that $50 silver is absolutely possible. How do we know that? Because it's already happened before. Silver has already gone up to the $40, $45, $50 range. It's already happened. We already know that it's possible. Historically speaking, it's already occurred. Metaphorically speaking, if it happened yesterday, it could happen again tomorrow. Now, I don't believe $50 silver is going to happen tomorrow, but like I said, metaphorically speaking, in the future, years, decades down the road. Now, granted, it went up to $50. Did it stay at $50? Absolutely not. It's down to $22, $23 right now. But who's to say next time it goes up to $50, it doesn't stay up around $50? What if $50 is the point where silver really starts to take off? What if silver ends up going to $60 or $70 or $80? Do we know that that's possible? Not necessarily, because it hasn't happened before, but I believe that it will, in my opinion and from my perspective. Now, when I was referring to gold earlier, I said that we can compare gold to companies and corporations such as Coca-Cola, J&J, McDonald's, corporations like that. Now, when it comes to silver, if you were to make a weird analogy or comparison, you can look at silver as more of a penny stock or maybe a startup or a growth tech company, if that makes sense. And the reason I say it like that is because when it comes to silver and when it comes to those penny stocks, there is immense room for growth. It can absolutely double, triple, quadruple in value, maybe even go beyond that in a very short period of time or over an extended period of time. The issue is the high volatility, up and down and up and down and up and down, as I was just previously explaining. Now, when I was referring to gold earlier, I talked about fractional gold and why I actually prefer 10th ounce, quarter ounce, and half ounce gold coins over 1 troy ounce gold coins. So with silver, it's almost the opposite. I prefer silver in not significantly larger denominations, but I like the 1 to 10 ounce silver coins, rounds, and bars. I have tons and tons and tons of 1 troy ounce silver rounds. I have tons of silver eagles and maples, which are 1 troy ounce silver coins. I have 5 ounce bars. I have 10 ounce bars. I have a 5 ounce round on the way in the mail. Should probably be here tomorrow, so look forward to an unboxing in the next couple of days. But point being is I like silver in slightly larger denominations. I think 1, 5, and 10, and I also have 2 ounce coins as well, but I like 1, 2, 5, 10 ounce pieces because I think they're easy to work with. I think they're a solid size. Anything beyond that, I believe I might have an issue parting ways with if I absolutely needed to. What if silver were to do something insane? What if it were to double, triple, quadruple in value and I had a 100 ounce silver bar and I was having a difficult time finding somebody with the cash who was willing to convert it into my 100 ounce silver bar? I don't necessarily think that's going to be a problem, but I know for a fact it would be way easier and way more manageable parting ways with, let's just say, a 10 ounce silver bar, in my opinion and from my perspective. You might agree with me, you might disagree with me. Doesn't matter either way. But another plus side to the slightly larger denominations of silver is the lower premiums. Pretty much exactly what I was saying about gold. The smaller the piece, the higher the premium. The bigger the piece, the smaller the premium. Except with gold, it's worth hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars for just one piece. So it's a little bit more difficult to work with. When it comes to silver, it's worth $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $150 for one piece. So I don't mind converting a slightly larger dollar amount into silver rather than a larger denomination of gold, just because silver, in my opinion, is just dirt cheap. And by the way, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a camera and an opinion. But fact of the matter is, I believe silver and gold are both excellent for completely different reasons. Gold is probably the way to go if you're looking for stability, and silver is probably the way to go if you're looking for opportunity. But who's to say you shouldn't stack both? That's my argument. That's why I am stacking both. That's why I'm stacking as much silver as I can possibly get my hands on, and a little bit of gold from time to time as well. Like I said, I believe gold is the powerhouse metal. I believe silver is the opportunity metal. Silver is my precious metal of choice, and I would say that I probably focus 80% of my attention on silver, picking up Silver Eagles, Maples, Libertads, Britannias, Philharmonics, generic silver rounds, 5, 10 ounce silver bars, sunshine bars, or even some 90% silver, which is also an excellent way to go if you're looking for silver in smaller denominations with a lower premium. They carry a lower premium because they're not technically pure silver, but silver is silver, regardless of its level of purity. So if you're looking for some 90% or even some 40%, or if you're looking for 3 nines, 4 nines, whatever it is that you're looking for, silver is much easier to acquire. It's much easier to get your hands on. There's so much of it, and the spot price is so ridiculously low right now. Yes, we saw the premiums on everything go up this year, but even with the premium tacked on, I still believe it's an opportunity, in my opinion and from my perspective. But I believe in one thing more than silver, and I believe in silver with the utmost conviction. There's almost nothing that I believe in stronger than I believe in silver, but there is one thing, and that would be diversification, which is why I stack a little bit of gold as well. And if you watched the video that I posted yesterday, I talked about the cycle, how I have really no choice. None of us do. We have to go to work and trade our time for dollars. And what a lot of us do in the silver and gold stacking community is we take the leftover dollar bills after we're done taking care of our financial responsibilities, like our bills and whatnot. We take some dollar bills and we convert it into silver. Now, many of us, most of us, arguably all of us, also convert our dollars into a little bit of gold as well, whether it be because gold is our preference or whether it be just strictly for diversification purposes. We convert our dollars into gold as well. Yes, that is what I do, but in a perfect world, which I know we don't live in, by the way, hence why I don't do this, I would ideally prefer to convert silver into gold if the gold to silver ratio gap closes in. If we were to see 1 to 50, 1 to 40, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do believe that it's possible. If that were to occur, I would be happy to trade a little bit of my silver. Not all of it, not half of it, not most of it, some of it. Some silver for some gold. Rather than trading my dollars for gold, I would rather trade my dollars for silver and eventually trade my silver for gold. And then down the road, I can potentially take my gold and convert it, trade it for land. I can use the gold, the ultimate form of wealth preservation, the powerhouse metal, to propel me in the direction of being able to get my hands on land. And then I can lease it for farming purposes, or I can buy real estate and I can put a roof over somebody's head and produce a little bit of cash flow for myself. And then the cycle repeats itself. Now I'm back to obtaining cash, which I can then use to trade for silver, and then I can use that silver, maybe potentially trade it for gold, and then eventually down the road maybe get more land or buy more real estate. That's just in a perfect world. Again, I know we don't live in a perfect world, but I'm just thinking out loud over here. Again, this video was inspired by a conversation we had during last night's VIP Club stream. Link in the description. You only have 1 day left to join if you want to be entered into my Christmas giveaway. And I hope everybody was able to stop at their local coin shop this weekend. Yesterday was Small Business Saturday. Today, I just rolled it over and called it Small Business Sunday. I know a lot of small businesses are doing deals and discounts and whatnot, and in my opinion, there's really nothing more satisfying than supporting a small business. I always love to support small businesses. I always appreciate when people support my small business. Again, don't forget to use promo code THANKS for a 15% discount. The link to that will be in the description. But I want everybody to head on down to the comments and let me know, between silver and gold, which is your precious metal of choice? Now, of course, some people are going to have that answer and be like,
Oh, my answer is both.
but on a serious note, both metals have their pros and cons, but if you're stacking both metals, the pros outweigh the other one's cons, and in a way, there's really no losing, in my opinion and from my perspective, hence why I stack a little bit of both. But between the two metals, gold being somewhat of the powerhouse metal, much more stable, you can almost compare it to a blue chip corporation, and with fractional gold being an option, even though the premiums are a little bit higher, I consider them to be a security expense, but it's an easy way to get your hands on the ultimate form of wealth preservation. Or if you were to compare it to silver, the opportunity metal, which I call it, much more sporadic, but it has a lot more room to grow and perform over time. Somewhat of the penny stock or the startup company version of a precious metal. And in larger denominations, obviously the premiums are lower. You can get more of it in bulk if that's what you want to do. Between silver and gold, which is your preference regarding the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a bunch of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial-free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. Don't forget, you only have 1 day left to join if you want to be entered into my Christmas giveaway. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if anybody wants to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Don't forget to use promo code THANKS for a 15% discount this weekend only. And once again, I want everybody to head on down to the comments and let me know, between silver and gold, which is your precious metal of choice? If you could only stack one, which would you go with? Or between the two, if you're stacking both as it is, which one do you focus more of your attention on? Which of the two metals is more important to you at this specific point in time? Maybe you've been stacking silver for a couple of years or a couple of decades at this point. You have what you consider to be almost enough or your fair share of silver, and you have no real desire to get a whole lot more. You want to shift your focus to gold. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you were primarily focusing on gold, and now you see silver at an opportunity low, maybe in your opinion. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.